Is war a necessary evil? Some might undermine the essential purpose and benefits of war because of its negative impacts on human life and the earth we all live on. However, it is not to say that war has not benefited the development of our human society. The Civil War ended slavery in the United States. World War II stopped Nazi Germany and Japan while creating alliances with nations the US destroyed, and the Revolutionary War created the United States itself. I agree that in some cases, war should be avoided and is unnecessary. However, some wars are very necessary for the development of human society and laws. Therefore, to say war is totally unnecessary and totally necessary are both illogical statements. War is necessary for the continuous development of human society. However, should be avoided otherwise. In the New York Times article, Necessary Wars, Keith Kraska presents wars that were necessary to quote-unquote create a better world. He presents examples of American wars such as World War II and the Revolutionary War that brought some kind of positive change, such as the defeat of Nazi Germany and the abandonment of taxation without representation. The Revolutionary War also led to the United States becoming a country. In the article, Toward a Prudent Foreign Policy, Christopher Preble argues that all people should be benefiting from domestic policy, however, claims that war stands in the way of that achievement. Christopher Preble shows that he is actually against wars, but believes that they are quote-unquote a necessary evil. Preble believes that people need to stop living off the fantasy that war will one day go away, and just accept that it never will. However, he argues that war should be avoided when possible. In the article, How It All Began, a historian assigns the blame for World War I, Henrik Bering shares his opinion that some wars are necessary while other wars are not. Bering describes the importance of World War II while undermining World War I, calling it a pointless tragedy. He also says the readers of the book Guns of August came away believing all wars are mainly caused by accident, which Bering calls a fallacy that still persists. The article, A Journalist on the Front Lines, for those wanting to understand the modern Mideast, critiqued Christopher Hitchens' claims of World War II being a quote-unquote good war. The author agrees with the war veteran who's going against Hitchens when he says there are no good wars. Necessary, yes, but good, no. He claims that only necessary wars exist, however, all wars are evil. In the entry, Is War Necessary? Harry Brown believes that war is unnecessary because the U.S. quote-unquote looks for trouble rather than keeping to itself. In the entry, Brown gives a different view on the topic and provides personal references that go along with the topic. He claims that he went his entire life not having laid a hand on another human being. His trick was that he avoided the problem, unlike the U.S. that jumps quote-unquote in one street fight after another. In the book review of Joanna Bork's Deep Violence, Military Violence, Warplay, and Social Life of Weapons, Cicely Douglas summarizes the story of pain by Joanna Bork and analyzes the points and arguments that she made about war. According to Douglas, Bork believes that war will never end. However, it should still be avoided. Bork also believes that war is a necessary evil because, quote-unquote, countries are expected to create a proper defense to protect their citizens. Now tell me what you think. Do you think war is a necessary evil? Or do you think it's totally unnecessary?